to Sassy Africa, a place where we can have discussions about our continent. Thank you very much for everyone who has been watching our videos, subscribing, sharing, leaving your comments, and also making an effort of sending me personal encouraging messages. May God bless you, and please stand with us to pray for our platform, because we need to speak words of wisdom. We need to speak words that are going to make a difference and also contribute for the development of our Africa. Right, we are 2018. We are heading towards the end of January. Did you make any resolutions at the beginning of this year? Are you sticking to them? Or you're like some of us who have no resolutions? We don't make none because we don't stick to them. We normally set out to do things the first of the year, the beginning of the year, with so much excitement and with so much happiness, and then comes 3 months down the line, we either don't even remember, or we put them in the bin and closed it. So I hope you're following yours, and I hope you'll follow them towards the end of the year until you achieve whatever you have set out to do. My African people, sorry for the long not uploading any video. We are having the same thing I said the last time. We are having a little bit of a few problems here and there, a little bit of technical problems, and also we are so busy with our other lives, and sometimes it can be difficult to squeeze time to make videos. That should not be a reason for you not to listen to us or watch out for us, because as we move on, we shall improve. Once we have sorted everything out, we shall promise to upload videos each and every week. But for now, just bear with us, and we'll have to share what we can share at the moment. All I want you to know is that not to forget the Voice of Sassy Africa, which is setting out to gear and encourage people to develop our continent. I'm calling out and shouting to everyone who call themselves Africans that we need to change and work hard to make sure that we do things that are really going to transform us and transform our continent. Why am I going this way? This is just an order instilled by the Holy Spirit, was requested to make a difference in our continent. And I know that we have so many problems, and we have so many challenges, and we have so many issues, and there are so many that sometimes we run away from them, or we think they cannot be dealt with, or we think they cannot be solved, or we think we are not good enough, we are not bright enough, we are not intelligent enough, we are not knowledgeable enough, we are not creative enough, we are not financially okay for us to solve our problems. But I'll tell you one thing, God has promised that He's going to change our continent. God has promised that He's going to change many things. God has promised that our continent will become great. And for a continent to be changed, He will have to change us as His people. He will have to guide us and direct us. He will have to use our talents, and through us, He will be able to do something that needs to be done. Now, I can say quickly before I forget, that we know that our leaders have let us down. We know they have failed us in so many ways. We want them to get out there and do things for us and change our lifestyles, improve our lifestyles, our education, our healthcare, our economy, and do stuff that are really working for us as normal citizens. But is that the case? Most of the countries, that's not. But I have to congratulate the president of Rwanda, because I have seen that he has made so much difference in his country, and he's working so hard to ensure that we develop our country. Our continent, sorry. He is talking about how we can come up with things that can really change us as a people and do things the right way. Now, can I quickly say first, when I talk about developing our continent, I don't mean that it's a jungle or a desert. What I'm trying to say is we have so many things that has led many people in a position where they cannot improve their lifestyles, in a position where they cannot be able to excel, in a position where people cannot be able to move forward, in a position where even some of us have run away from our continent. But we need to realize that until we are courageous enough, until we are bold enough to sit and find out what the problems are, and I'm sure we know what the problems are, and until we want to solve them ourselves, Like I keep saying that there's a man who said the problems for Africans is for the Africans themselves to change. I truly believe that. It's for us to understand because we understand the struggle and the pain. It's for us to change or transform the things that we struggle with because we're the ones who are firsthand experiencing the difficulties. We are the ones to transform. We understand our problems. We understand our issues. We can come up with ideas. We don't have to rely on anybody from outside our continent to only come and tell us what is not even working for us. And that is a term that Kagame likes using. He keeps saying that we can't be allowing people to come and tell us what to do while we are who we are. So what is my point here before I lose myself? My African people, yes, we have challenges. Yes, we have issues. Yes, we have problems. Yes, we do not have resources as much. We have a lot, but we do not have as much to develop us as a people, to improve us as a people, to systems that are working to work for us or to work for our nations. But now, what do? Do we run away from all those things? No. It's for you and me to pray and ask God, who has promised that Africa is going to be transformed, to use us or through us, to use what we have to transform our continent, to use our talents. And something else I have to say as well, my African people, we have to appreciate one another. We have to really have confidence in one another. We have to believe in other people's talents. We have to believe in other people's ideas. I'm not saying just any ideas, but what I'm trying to say is, let me give an example. If someone comes up with a business idea and decides that they're going to produce or manufacture a product in Africa, do you know what us Africans do? We despise even before it comes to the market. We despise it even before it comes to the shelves. Why? Because we don't believe that something can be created in Africa and be good. But I have to say this, it might not be good at that particular time, but by us promoting this person who's trying to come up with this idea, ensuring that we support him, we are buying from him whatever they're selling, that is what is going to give him more money, or to give them more money to improve the product, to get more ideas, to come up with more creative ways of enhancing that product or making a better standard of the product that he has produced. But running away from him, we are not helping them. And that's why we struggle with so many things. We have to start embracing one another. We have to start believing in one another. We have to believe that we can become creative. We have to believe that we can do stuff that people have done in this life which are not new and become great. And we have to believe that by speaking and debating and discussing about our problems, and really wanting to find solutions, that can be done and that can happen. And for us who believe in God and believe in Jesus Christ, we believe that if God has said he's going to transform our continent, I know, I have seen him so many times do this. He's going to use people. He's going to use me and you. He's going to use my talent and your talent to improve. He's going to use my talent and your talent to implement. He's going to use my talent and your talent to do things that are really going to work for each and every individual in our continent. Because what has happened in the past, we have relied on our leaders. And what has happened when we relied on our leaders? They fail us. They don't do things that they're supposed to do once they're in their positions. They just, in some countries, they just stand there and just talk about themselves and talk about how to, I feel they talk about themselves, but they don't talk for the people. They don't represent people. They're not doing things. Instead of you going for 1 year or 2 years discussing about your own, wanting to gain your own power, it's better for you to see, I have tried, it hasn't worked, but what can I do for my people? Because at the end of the day, I'm striving so hard to move to that next level, and I'm not telling people what to do. I'm moving to that next level so I can improve the people that I'm representing. So they completely forget all about that, and they go there fighting for power, wanting to gain all the powers so as they can control people and have all these things that they take from you that would be developing our continent. So what I'm trying to say here is, my African people, this is awareness. Sassy is raising awareness to tell people that we can change our continent. We can transform our continent. We can do things for ourselves, and we can do great and massive ways. And we are the ones who are going to decide whether we are going to take these steps or not take them. We have to believe in God and believe in ourselves and have confidence to get out there, to set out to do things that are going to work for our continent. Now, I am being rushed and I cannot continue to keep on talking. So I'll have to create another video speaking about a little bit of how we can develop our continent. But I'm asking you to please ensure that you share our messages. Believe in yourself, believe in God, and Africa very soon is going to be transformed, because 2018 has great things ahead of us. Believe in Africa and believe it can be transformed. And until I see you next time, I bless you, I bless your families, the nations of Africa, and the whole continent. Until my next video, I will have to say, simple people, simple messages, kwaheri.